I think that's absolutely right. And that's why it's really important for people in the energy industry to be constantly talking about what the data is actually showing us. The fact that we're at 50% renewables, the fact that gas is actually such a tiny share of the market, the fact that batteries, big batteries, are coming in and replacing the role of gas in generating power at peak times and providing that backup role. All of this was a modeling output up until a couple of years ago. It was theoretical that big batteries would come in and push the role of gas out. But we are actually seeing it happen, and it's happening in real time. It's really the last 12 months where this has happened. In the last two quarters, the summer quarters of Q4 last year and Q1 of this year, summer when gas is typically the lowest generator, where solar is highest, and so batteries have a bigger role to play in sucking up that solar and spitting it back out again. Those quarters have been extraordinary. And they show that actually we can have a really high renewable penetration grid and keep the lights on and keep prices down. And so this is why we need to be constantly reinforcing in our storytelling what the data is actually showing us, because it's a good news story and Australians should be really proud of what's happened in Australia because we are absolutely at the cutting edge of the renewable transition, and especially at the household level. There's no country in the world that has got anywhere near our level of rooftop solar penetration. And now the battery boom. There's nowhere
Batteries.
else that's anywhere close to us. And we should be proud of that.
Yeah, I think the next will be electric cars, the way the trends are
We're certainly behind the eight ball on that one.
very
And
fast.
this current Iran crisis pushing up power prices, I think, is an example of that kind of nonlinear growth. I heard today that they're expecting to hit 30% of new car sales being EVs in New South Wales in a month. 30%. That's completely game changing. This is no longer like 2, 3% of sales being EVs. That's absolute mass market. And once you've hit that level, then you've really got momentum. The cooking with gas thing is really interesting. It just illustrates how deeply culturally embedded all of these relationships are. At AGL, we were very conscious that AGL as a company was really one of the drivers of popularizing residential gas use in Australia last century and ran big TV ads encouraging people to get on gas and making it seem like a really romantic kind of fuel. And just how times have changed 50 years later, all the momentum is actually with electricity now. We're understanding that gas has obviously carbon emissions impacts. It's more expensive. There's some evidence that it has health downsides as well. And so times do change, but the cultural relationship that people have with the fuels inside their homes is often an emotional one. And that's not to criticize it or diminish it. It just means that we have to actually be bringing people along, that it will take time. And we need to be constantly telling stories that make sense to people about how switching from gas to electricity will actually make their lives easier. It's actually easy to clean, doesn't put pollutants into the air, and it saves you money. Like all of these are good things. It's just about telling that story, I think.